Friends in Dragon Clan, welcome. It's February 2nd, 2025. I'm going to review my 2024. And by the way, happy Imbolc. Overall, I'm going to give 2024 a thumbs up. Got brave and made some milestones. Got help for the depression. Released my first album, Blind Dragon Sings. It's out there on Spotify and all the streaming platforms. And started trying to book gigs again. So overall, I've made some good progress in 2024 and real happy with that. 2025 ended with me being sick. Right after Christmas, I really came down with something and knocked me out for more than a week. Miserable time, but it really threw off my whole routine with shooting content and everything. So I'm back on it now, writing songs and everything. My goal for 2025 is to be the real deal. If I'm at my day job and I get a call asking if I can do a last minute gig tonight and play for 3 hours, I want to be able to take it. I want to be present on the music scene. I want my content to be planned and consistent. So crack open a beer and hit the like for me, alright? I'm going to crack open a Big Dog. It's one of the breweries that hosts an open mic here in Lancaster, and they make real nice Mexican lager called El Loco. So that's what I'm going to be enjoying here today. I try to get out there and play their open mic at least once a month. I know their owner has got a band of his own, so he supports music. So it's real nice when local community supports the live music scene. I really appreciate that. So cheers. Anyway, going into 2024, I was finally admitting I was depressed due to losing the woman I loved and my 3 stepsons. So I had gotten a divorce. It's been almost 3 years now. This time last year, I wasn't very functional. I was not performing open mics. I did maybe 2 gigs at a coffee shop at the beginning of 2024. They had been booked back in 23. And then that place kind of parted ways with me. Not sure why, but things come and go. It's the way it is. This is Marshall. He just came over to do a little photo bomb. Anyway, they do pay musicians only a fraction of what they should be paying, so it's not a terrible thing to lose a gig like that. My family doctor put me on antidepressant, and after a couple months, I did get into therapy. I did the whole talk therapy up until December. I went twice a month. I was fortunate. My day job provides health insurance, and I only had to pay about $30 out of pocket for each session. I know a lot of my own fellow musicians really could use therapy, but they don't have the insurance so they don't have the ability to get the help they need. So I am fortunate, and I am grateful for that. I think it helped, and I plan to stay on the medication here throughout 2025. By spring, I was back performing on the open mic scene, thank God. By summer, I reached out to my bluegrass friends and started attending jams with them. Last month, I'm happy to say I hosted here at my house, so that went great. I'm just glad to be back with friends again and playing music. We get together at someone's house like every 4 to 8 weeks, so it's a real nice thing to have in my life. I've gotten pretty aggressive with open mics. I'm traveling over an hour to some of them. Staff at some of the venues are starting to remember me. I want to attend even more this year. Harrisburg would be a great place to find one. I will likely travel even farther. It's not about performing the 3 songs or maybe sometimes as many as 6 songs, but it's more about getting seen, meeting people, and I need to get playing experience. I need to be on stage as much as I can. I want to continue supporting my local musician friends. I go out to see their shows. That means a lot to me to be involved that way. All that said, I have to balance all my musical aspirations with day-to-day life, right? Basic self-care, home care, taking care of my dogs, making content, practicing my ass off, songwriting. If I work all day, then spend all evening at an open mic, that leaves no time to eat, get groceries, do laundry, shower, and shave, much less practice, make content, or write songs. Right now, I'm in a good place to pull it off. It requires planning ahead, thinking through each week ahead of time, and scheduling tasks. Not my forte, but if I want to do music, uh, gear. So, new instruments, home recording. I've attempted and failed to learn banjo in the past. That's how I started with guitar too. I always dreamed of learning the piano. In 2020, I even started to create a home recording studio. Bought some gear. A couple years later, I even bought the software. I'm going to use Apple's Logic. And last year, I started getting the room ready, laying down some rubber flooring and bought some of that foamy stuff to put on the walls. But I still haven't actually got the whole room up and running yet, and haven't tried making any recordings. I certainly don't need to invest any more money in gear. I've got everything I need. The room, I think I pretty much have everything I need for the room. I just need to kind of finish putting the room together and start trying to learn how to, produce my own stuff. When I say I failed at the banjo, say I was trying Scruggs style picking with the metal picks you put on your fingers. It's a bluegrass gold standard, that's why I went with it. I'd bought an old cheapo guitar at Guitar Center for like $200. Did I say guitar? Banjo. Bought a cheapo banjo at Guitar Center for like $200. I didn't quite take to the style. I didn't stick with lesson plans. I had some video lessons I was subscribing to. I was using Peghead Nation. It wasn't that it was badly made content. It wasn't working for me. It wasn't the right thing. So anyway, this last year in 2024, I ordered a new banjo, something with a little more quality to it. Not high end or anything, but it's a $600 banjo, and it came with a pickup so I can play it live. I got that off of Sweetwater. It's a Deering banjo. They do make some very fine quality high-end banjos, so maybe eventually I'll upgrade to one of those. But the real selling point on this one was the pickup system, because I do want to include some banjo in my live shows. Doing 3-hour gigs as a singer-songwriter, just playing guitar and singing, I want to break it up. That's why I learned some harmonica. And if I can do a couple songs on a banjo, Pete Steger style, that would be, spice it up. The style, again, is going to be more like Pete Seeger used to do. It's called clawhammer banjo, and it certainly fits in with bluegrass. I did take it to one of the jams that I went to, I was talking about with my friends, and I played one song, but it felt right. So I think I'm onto something with the banjo. I'm not currently doing regular practice or lessons with it, but I do feel strongly that I got something good here, and as I keep coming back to it, it's going to start to take. And eventually I'll have that in my repertoire, my arsenal, so to speak. I also bought an 88 weighted key electronic piano by Roland. Got that off of Sweetwater too. That was about $1,500. I took a few lessons with a teacher in person, but then the teacher flaked on me. It's too bad. I liked him. I got another teacher in mind. I spoke to him briefly. I'm still paying off the banjo and piano. So once that's done, and now that I've stopped paying $60 a month for therapy, I'm planning to take some in-person lessons again this year on the piano. In retrospect, I should not have spent money on gear last year. I should have spent it on promo for my new album. The new album, Blind Dragon Sings. Major accomplishment, finally getting it out there. I'm so glad I have content out there. I have repertoire out there. Hopefully people will like me when they see me live, and hopefully they will want to go listen to some of my music, and hopefully I will get folks that see me more often than once or twice, and and come to hear those songs. That would really be just awesome. That's my goal. It was released in September 25. It's got 11 songs on it. The name Blind Dragon Sings. I always joked around that my stage name would be Blind Boy Rob because I've got the poor eyesight. It's been poor since third grade. It hasn't gotten any better. But the tradition that has the blind moniker in stage names is blues. I'm not a blues guy. I'm country folk. So dragon came to mind because I am really into mythology. I've been since I was a kid. I used to get books on mythology. My parents got me like an encyclopedia on it for my birthday one year. I remember my favorite were the Norse myths. That's where this comes from. It's Thor's hammer. I was a big fan of Thor, not the movie Thor. The mythological from the Nordic traditions. So anyway, I combine those ideas with my favorite mythological creature, the dragon. So Blind Dragon it is. There are 11 songs on it. They were written about over a 5-year period of time from when I very first started writing to the time the album was released. I'm not sure if any of those songs are really 5 years old, but it was over that range of time that I was writing songs, and the best ones came to the album. They were picked because they were the songs I liked the best. They were the songs that felt best on stage, and they were the songs that got the best feedback from the audience. And this was all at open mics. But some of it even with family, and the cool thing is I hear a lot of great comments from friends, co-workers, fellow musicians that have checked out my music. They've gone and listened to the album, and it's really nice getting the feedback. It really is. I have not looked at any of the streaming numbers at all, so I don't know which songs are the most popular. That's something I want to do later in 2025. And I need to take care of that copywriting nuisance thing. Distributed through CD Baby, and I saw they work with a vendor that handles copywriting, so I may do that. I mean, I can do it myself. I've even started the .gov process, but it is a pain in the ass, a little bit confusing as well. You have to release the album before you're allowed to copyright it, which is counterintuitive to me. I don't know. So it might be just worth paying the vendor to take care of that as long as they're not charging an arm and a leg. I'm considering a promo budget. It would be mostly Facebook and Instagram ads. Printing flyers is another idea, and I'm even thinking about pens and notepads, things I can hand out at venues, just keep on people's minds. So performance is my big thing. I want to do gigs this year, 2025. So in 2024, I did start that process. It was after the album came out. So it was probably October, or maybe it was September, as the album was getting ready to be released. I started sending cold email blasts out. And in the 4 months between the September and December, I sent out about 60 emails. I booked one gig, and it's not until this August, but it's a start. I'd like to get at least 24, this year, but we'll see. 1 or 2 is better than none. I'm keeping track of who I email, when I email them, and I'm willing to travel up to 2 hours for a gig, and I can play up to 3 hours if they want me to. Profit's not an issue here, but breaking even is, and so are those taxes things. I don't want to screw that up. In all, I got to step up the emails. I say I've sent 60. That's over to, like I said, the 4 months. I really got to double down and send follow-ups to those first emails. My goal will be to be the real deal, so no fucking around. I reworked my website in 2024. Total makeover. Began with a new photo session. It was all in my home. All new pics on the website, calendar updated, started a blog in 2024, sort of a sister project to the Songwriters Journal, but its intent is to create and address fans. It's like a notch deeper than just the Songwriters Journal, and deeper is probably the wrong way to say it. Um, in Songwriter Journal, you can see me, and you literally get to hear a new song once or twice a month. Plus, I discuss the writing process, so that's deep. So far, the blog covers a lot of the same material. I plan for it to diverge, though, into its own thing. I invented the Dragon Clan for it, my tribe. Anyone who is into what I do, my concept, you know, that doesn't sound right, but the idea is to start forming something that people would want to kind of be a part of and enjoy my shows, enjoy the music I create, and enjoy the content I create. So that's what I mean by a tribe, getting people who like what I do and have something that makes them feel like they belong with me and the people that are like them that enjoy what I do. So that's why I call it a tribe, or a dragon clan is the term I came up with. I think Seth Godin came up with the term tribe. But having these two complementary things that I'm doing that could sort of feed off of one another. If you find one, it might lead to the other. You know, I like the idea of having those sources that people can find a world that I'm creating. Instagram is the third source of content. I really stepped up my socials in 2024. I created business Instagram and Facebook accounts. And I've been fairly consistent with Instagram. It's my social media focus. Right now, all four have crossovers. So there's 2 business accounts and 2 personal accounts. I had started years ago with the personal accounts and showing my personal life as well as what I do with music. And last year I got to the 2 business accounts. The goal with them is to really focus on just the music, not any kind of personal life stuff. And eventually they're going to go their separate ways so that the personal accounts are not really so much about my music. And the music accounts are really the focus that folks that like my music would go to. You know, YouTube's the big one. I want to expand in 2025. Regular shorts and regular videos. Songwriter Journal has been my rock. Not many views yet, but I believe that'll come. I just need to be the real deal. Honesty and simplicity. Stick to who I am and what I do. I know there are those that say invest time and moolah in upping your video content, but I'm not ready for that yet. My angle is to get content out there on a regular and consistent basis. Quality of editing, production, humor, and general entertainment value, they'll develop over time or not. But you can't skip right to excellent. You got to pay your dues, and I'm up for it. So I'm going to get to the song here this time around. It's called Baby Be Mine Tonight. So this morning I woke up dreaming. I dreamt I was in a cafe and this song was playing. The dream's visuals are fuzzy, but I think I was talking to a woman. So I got out of bed and I tried to find the song. I didn't. I thought it was something that I was familiar with, that I know from somewhere. But I tried YouTube, Google, Spotify, no luck. So I figured this was really something original coming to me. So I laid back down, which can be dangerous. You fall asleep and have no song. But I was able to, in my head, compose an entire chorus. I got up then, got my guitar, and I was able to sing that chorus. I had it memorized at that point. I was able to sing it to any chord I played at all. It just fit perfectly. It was just meant to be. A beautiful thing. Verses came after I sat back down. I sat at the kitchen table to write the verses. Staying out of bed now. I don't want to lose this. I know I'm onto something, you know. And I wrote at least 4, maybe 6 verses. Depends how you count them. When I got up, I tried to put it on guitar. I didn't want to do the exact same chord progression I did in the chorus. I wanted it to be a true second part to the song. So it had like 4 chords to it. I think there's 5 in the chorus. And then I started having to hammer the different lines in the verses to make them fit and evenly have the same rhythm and timing. So there was some editing involved there. And then I wound up cutting out a lot of stuff. So there's only 2 verses now, 3 if you want to count it that way. The first verse is literally 2 verses combined, and then it goes into the first chorus. And then the second verse, which is only half as long as what the first verse is, and then you go into the chorus for a second time. And then I'd always, since this morning when I started dreaming up this song, I'd felt like there would be some sort of a break to this song, a third part, a distinct third part. So I just started vamping on the minor 2, which is in the chorus, and the words just flowed right out of me. It was meant to be. So a lot of good things happened in writing this song. It wasn't painful at all. Some of it was real easy. Some of it required a little challenging, you know, because I had to go back and edit and change things up and cut things out, throw them on the scrap floor there that I had originally written. But all in all, I got this song I'm real happy with here, so I'm going to share it for you if Serenity will let me here. Been working with my Guild guitar lately. I think at my last bluegrass jam I played this guitar. It's not really a bluegrass guitar, but kind of a nice little folk guitar. Saw you at a cafe, sitting there all alone. Sat down uninvited, that's what's on your mind. You weren't offended, you weren't afraid. Said you were worried about things that may come. For hours, sun slowly went down, and asked you to spend some time forgetting with me. Just what made me stop there, I may never know. Why you even spoke to me and opened the door. It's raining stardust from the moon up above. Let me see your eyes catch the light. Baby, be mine tonight. Can't sit still, don't miss your chance. your heart. You need to get out and dance. Come dance with me, baby. Be mine tonight. Time to stand still for lovers who won't stop for love. It's raining stardust on the heaven above. Let me see your eyes catch the light. Baby, be mine tonight. Let me see your eyes catch the light. Baby, be mine tonight. So here's to 2024. All in all, it was a good year, and we're looking forward to 2025. Salute to your health. 2024 went the right direction. Went the right direction on so many levels. There's plenty of work to do in 2025. Performance is my number one focus. I want to play my own gigs. Making content counts as performance too. Though I want to move faster, I have faith good things will come. Do me a solid and hit the like on this video. Subscribe to my channel too, please. I'd love to see you in future episodes. Love and peace.